Hey guys. And so if you're getting this video, then this is something that is going to be really important for fluidity of movement. So we're going to work on your gait or just your walking ability. And so when you first work on anything that involves movement, balance is so important. And so we talked about this before as far as balancing, it depends on how you do one leg compared to the other. And so I always talk about the 2 minute club, balancing on one leg with your eyes open and 1 minute with your eyes closed on each leg. That's going to be equivalent to being able to move efficiently without any stuttering. And God forbid, if you do have a misstep, your muscles are going to know how to respond. And this is going to take some of the fear of falling out of the equation and also take some stress off your joints and other weak links that you do have. And so when you look at balancing, I'm just going to review very, very quick, is balancing is just using one leg to be able to stand on. You're going to lift the other. If you need some extra help, in between a doorway is fantastic, or using a wall. Now, if you use a wall, you're just using your fingertips, or the doorway is just your fingertips. If you hold on, that's going to be futile. You're not going to have the same exercise and ability to improve. And so using your fingertips are fantastic. Eventually, if you can, just free do it. Now, moving that into actually a gait exercise is what I call walk the line. And so it's the same deal where you're going to have one leg up and then bring that forward. And so if you could just tilt the camera so you can see, I have my heel on the ground, and walking is a roll. So you're actually rolling over into the other foot and lifting the other leg. And so you're able to rock and lift. And the reason you rock and lift here is because you're working on transitioning into the other balance component. So when you walk, you go from 2 feet to 1 foot. And the biggest problem that people have is when they go to 1 foot, if they can't balance, then guess what's going to happen? It's going to shorten the time that they're going to be on that foot. So you're going to get something like this. And so that causes a limp. Now, a limp starts at 15%. What really happens is at 10%, you really start causing stress with the joints and the other surrounding areas. And so if you could cause or work an exercise that creates some symmetry, then that will help progression into all the work that you're doing to be able to better your movement with chiropractic care, with shockwave, with rehab, and whatnot. So walk the line, couple variations of this. You could use your again, fingertips to be able to maintain. All you're doing is throwing the heel down, rocking up. And if you're having a hard time transitioning, then just do the 1 step and back. Do that on both sides and back. If you need to break it down even further, just work on 2 feet to 1 foot. 2 feet to 1 foot. If that seems pretty easy, but this seems hard, then go from 2 feet to 2 feet, but using the heel on the ground. Close the eyes and see how well you can balance and come back. Once you conquer that for at least 30 seconds, then start transitioning into heel on the ground, rocking up and rocking back. And then again, eyes closed, and then eventually doing a couple steps, eyes open, and then eyes closed. This is an important transition because once you close your eyes, then what you're doing is you're working on what's called proprioception ability, where your body thinks it is in space. And in the real world, when you walk, you're distracted. You're not constantly looking at your feet. And so being able to have that ability to have your body automatically know where it is in space is going to create so much more fluidity. It's going to take some of the discomfort that you're having and aggravation. And once something's aggravated, it lingers. And so putting together good days is going to be really important. And so this is an exercise that you can't overdo. All you need is about a minute to a minute and a half a day to be able to practice. Do that several times a day. You're going to find the way you move is going to be so much easier. So